competition scenario, you have to have a clothing rack, which I have a nail that's sitting there in there that will act as a clothing rack. It's right here. Because all you have to have is a jacket that's hanging. Okay. You have to have 2 tables. You have to have magazines or books. And a couch. Voila! Everything that a person has at their house. I'm going to wheel this in real quick. This wagon right here carries everything that you need to host a competition. Everything you need. Actually, and plus some. There's a lot of stuff in there. And plus some. And as a judge, I can host a competition. I can submit it to the Action Dog Association. If I have the qualified judges to do it, boom, they'll let me run a competition. And now with the new in-home series, the judges, all the person has to do is set up their phone, videotape themselves going through a run. The video comes in, gets put in front of the judges. The judges look at it, qualify or disqualify. And the nice thing about video is it's timed automatically on the phone or whatever they're using. So they've got their own clock. It's been a lot of fun. And you notice there's several scent kits in here in the wagon that I just pulled forward. You notice it didn't impose on Rocky because one, the scent kits are contained, and when they close up, they're pretty good. There might be some that escapes, but it's not enough that it bothers the dogs. So you can place them anywhere. You're not contaminating your couch. You're not contaminating your thing. So that's the nice part about how they design it. A lot of thought went into the practical application side, making it light and feasible, making it inexpensive, trying to keep it so that the average household could go out and actually the average 4-H group could go out and participate in it without having to go buy a horse, have to have 40 acres to train on, have to have $1,000 in equipment to do it. All you have to do is have the will, the dog, and a bunch of group of friends of us like that in order to do this work. Yes. Yep. It's being recorded. I have the intro part. I think got cut off, but that's okay. I will recap it towards the end here. Exactly the intro, so it will be there. Yes, and we can get the recording out to you. All those that want the recording or want a piece of the recording or that piece, send me an email. And also, I want to apologize to the group. There was a mislink that was given in the original email, so that's why there was a bunch of questions being asked on which class people were in, because it just happened. There was nothing that it was a mistake. It just got into the wrong email, and voila! I spent several many hours hours addressing that. And as I tell people, it just happened. It's no big deal. I try to give everybody my phone number. Give me a call. We're legit. It just happened, and it's a mistake. And if you want my phone number, want to get a hold of us for training tips or questions, Q&A answers, write it down. That's directly to Big D's Dog Training. I'm on the phone all the time, or you'll get my wife or whatever. We'd be more than happy to answer all your questions and help you out. We've got a couple of board members that are online right now, Larry and Brenda. If you guys contact with each other on Facebook and whatnot, and just share stories and whatnot. And if you have dogs at home, just start training. Video yourself training your dog, the initial sense, send them in to us. Because everybody benefits from it. I mean, I've been doing the training side for a long time, but I get so much joy when a lady just sent me a video. She should have sent it in for the competition, but she sent it directly with me in reference to asking if she was doing something right or wrong. It was just amazing to see the joy on her face when her dog walks over and goes, and her face just all lights up because it's like disbelief. Oh my God, my dog actually will do this. Yes, your dog will actually do it, and they love it, Pam, Pam, just send me a request, or send a request to actiondoginfo@gmail.com. I can send it another way. We can put it on a zip drive or USB drive and get it out to you too. Well, it's probably going to be too big for that because it's an hour. It's an hour plus video, so maybe Google Video might be able to send it that way, but yeah, it's an hour plus video. Yes. Yep. You're welcome. Nice to meet you. Yep, it was nice to meet you over the internet. Train your dogs. Train your dogs. That's the fun part. Yeah. Thank you. Any other questions? No other questions? No? Well, good. I'm going to just recap the beginning of this while we're recording. When you look at the Action Dog Association as a whole, the Action Dog Association was designed and developed for what's going on right now. We're sitting at home. It gives you the ability to train your dog, have fun with other people. I mean, the joy that I have found in the constant people that I have met, just in general asking of questions in reference to Action Dog, has revitalized myself personally in the dog training world, because I've been dog training for a very, very long time. My first dog that I trained was in 1967. So 1967, and I trained the lady's dog across the street, and then I ended up walking the police officer's dog that lived next to her, who drugged me down the street and dang near ripped me in half. And I came back with all kinds of bruises and scratches, and he said, "Well, you can't walk my dog anymore." And I started to cry. He goes, "What are you crying about? My dog wouldn't hurt you." I'm like, No, I just fell down. So I ended up walking his dog regularly. So when you look at the aspect of training, I've been doing it a long time. It's been very, very rewarding, to make a long story short. From my field training side, doing field trials and judging, to my search and rescue world. I miss the search and rescue guys. We had a number of our search teams that we had trained at 9/11 years ago. So my aspect of training has gone a long ways in getting involved into the Action Dog Association, taking the bomb dog world, the drug dog world, and making it safe, and still getting to see the dogs work and watch the dogs do the job that they were bred for, and have the dogs enjoy that job, has been what the Action Dog Association has been all about. And I've been extremely glad to be involved with the Action Dog Association, because their overall group is obedience, fun, and then let's put it around a sport. It's not as restrictive as some of your other organizations, and that's a plus. It's because if you have a class and you have a group of people that you've got in your cul-de-sac, and all of a sudden you've started doing nose work with them, and you guys have been training for a couple weeks, and you want to host your own competition, guess what? You can. If you want to have a quick open event where you want to have your friends and you just are showing off, and you want, oh, guess what? Let's turn this into a competition. You can, because that's what the Action Dog's all about. It's about doing it now and having that instant gratification versus training your dog for 6 weeks and you don't have a show to go to for a year. I know in some of the sit category groups that other type of work I want to do, I don't have a competition that's closer than 500 miles from me. So the feasibility of me getting there is diminished. And then you only have, Brenda O'Leary and I went to Chicago to a group just to get in the training side for judging, but that's the closest the one that we had to us, and that's, how many hours was it for you guys to drive? 5-6 hours for them to drive? That's the yeah, because it was snowing. Yeah, so the closest things that we have to us oftentimes restrict us from participating in a lot of these sports, like dock diving, like barn hunt. They're just not close. Do I want to be involved in a lot of those sports? Yeah, so the Action Dog took that into consideration, going, how can we have it structurally exactly the same, how can we have people work together? How can we keep an outline of that is a must do that you have to do? So everything, if I compete here and I go compete in California, the competition is exactly the same. How can we do that and maintain the structure that we can still have fun and have a faster application of when you can participate in it? That is 100% appropriate. There's a young man in North Dakota, and he has a boarding facility, and with his boarding clients, he teaches the dogs to find their keys in their phone. It's part of his package. And then for all those he does an invite, and they get to do a competition. And you know how competitive people are. So you can have a scent class in your obedience school. You go, guess what? We have a class, but the easiest way to introduce that to your obedience kids and families is, let's see what your dogs do when we expose them to the scent. And you walk them around the classroom and they go to smell it. You tell them to sit. Guess what? They'll be hooked. And then you have a class that's an offshoot class of your obedience. So you can expose everybody to it and build it from there to have competitions that they can participate in. And as an instructor, all you have to do is become an instructor for Action Dog Association, and then you can host your own competitions because Action Dog will allow you to do that. Do the Rocky, I know. Do a request, judge's request. Just send a judge's request to actiondoginfo@gmail.com. You go through the testing process, which is simple. You go through the book, which is simple. It's an open book test. Because the bottom line of what you need to be able to do as a judge is identify that the dog has actually found it and the person's not lying, and that they met the time and they found the items. That's it. It's just that simple. You don't have to make it. I mean, you do the setting so you know where they are, so you can make it as complicated and as easy as possible, or complicated or as easy as you want. But you know, it's kind of fun that way. I'm gonna let this one go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for that intermission. When I had a rumbler. She's like, "Let me go to the bathroom." I have to go. See, but that communication, I know what that means. So once again, once you become a judge, here's the fun part about becoming a judge. If you're a judge, not only are you allowed to teach it, you're allowed to host your own competitions. Not only are you allowed to host your own competitions, there's a flat rate that the association gets, but it's designed so that when you're doing the work, you get paid more versus some of the other events where the superintendent will take some of it, the umbrella club group takes some of it, and the judge and the handlers that are doing all the work, or the location, the club or the training school, get very little to take home. It's designed exactly the opposite, to make a long story short. Yes, it's designed for those that have their own obedience facility or their own obedience club or even their own niche group. And it's not isolated to purebred versus mixed breed. All dogs are welcome. They just have to be registered. That, you know, you get your registration number. AKC registration number works. Canadian registration works. UKC registration number works. If they don't have a registration number, Action Dog Association will provide a number for them. And the other nice part about the Action Dog Association is when the dog titles, the handler titles as well. So the handler titles carries a title along with the dog. So if you're an excellent level, if you've trained an excellent level dog, you're on your credentials, you get their certificate that states it, that you're an excellent, you know, you have that title too as well. No, it doesn't. Actually, a dog that's hearing impaired has a great nose, and literally, they are unbelievable. Once the handler learns how to work with that dog that's hearing impaired, they are so unbelievably gifted. It's amazing, because they use their senses all go through their nose, their senses all go through their eyes. I know one lady I trained her to use a pointer, laser pointer, that gets the dog's attention. She has all her commands by laser pointer. She clicks it on and off. That means sit. She clicks, she directs. The dog knows everything that she's asking to do. She never says a word, which was really kind of fun. Yeah, yeah. You stomp your foot and they know that you're talking to them. You use vibrations. You use all. You totally. There's so many other things that they do because of the tactical sensation that they have. You jiggle your keys in your pocket. The dog knows you're talking to them. They are so talented. They are so talented, especially when it comes to the nose work too. Because once you show them that that's what you're asking them to do, they're like on it. It's like unbelievable. Oh, yep. Okay, good. Now the membership packet was a simple process where we were giving a huge discount. You get the scent kit, you get the T-shirt, you get a membership for yourself and your dog. It's a 2-year membership and it's $34.99 for that package. Yeah, we probably won't do that one again. But if all you have to do is actiondoginfo@gmail.com. Use the discount code. It was ActionDog 402020. ActionDog 402020 was the discount code. You would ask me that question, so I'd have to do it off the top of my head. Good question, though. Thank you, Brenda. Any other questions? No, thank you. Yeah, that was the fun side for us too, is to be able to within your own pocket take your dog out and train and be done. So that therefore, yeah, I have this stuff that as a instructor I have to set up a training scenario, but tell me how many houses don't have a chair. Okay, they have a chair, they have a table. So the little things that you already have at home you can train with. Like for example, if a person has a regular sitting table and they want to train with their dog, guess what? That's a training scenario. It's a hide. I just created a hide the perfect, just like that. Putting a set of books on top of off the set, and now I have a training scenario that I can run my dog through. Yes, yes, we do have discount scent kit bulk for instructors and judges. Uh, it's a pack. The minimum number that you can get is 10. I don't remember what the bulk number is off the top of my head, but I can email you that or have one of the staff do it. Any other questions? Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for showing interest. I truly, truly am motivated and love this sport. Um, I participated. I was one of those kids that wanted to participate in every single dog sport that was available to man. I still am kind of that way, and I have probably participated in. To be honest with you, I participated in them all except for two. I did Earth Dog before Barn Hunt. So Barn Hunt and Earth Dog to me are pretty close to the same thing, except for one's using a rat in the hay bale type situation. And I haven't had a younger dog to do the barn hunt with. My wife has participated in barn hunt, and I haven't. And I haven't done dock diving yet. So I haven't. Those are the two that still have escaped me so far. But it is what it is. I can't. I want to do it all, but I can't do it all. Any other questions? No other questions? feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to tell everybody that you know. Hop on our Facebook page, share that. Hop on our email or our website, share that. As many, and I really want to encourage you guys that are participated in this. Do the in-home series. As you're practicing with your dogs, videotape yourself and send it in for the in-home series so people can see that they're not out of the realm of things. The hardest part about dog classes is a person that thinks that I don't want to do it because I don't want to look bad. Well, no, that's not the situation. You want to do it so that therefore you can learn how. Once again, thanks for tuning in. If you guys don't have any additional questions, I'm going to close out this one, and I will let you know when we're having a next one, and we won't have that link glitch the next time, but that's okay. Allow me to meet a whole bunch of other people. But reach out to us. We've got a dog training class that's coming up on Monday. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out on all the other social media type things. I'm not the social guru, but working on that. Go ahead. Was another question? The Zoom dog training class that we're doing is an in-home obedience class. It's 4 weeks. There's a group that's in there that are just doing basic obedience. Heel, sit, stay down, and come. They're working their dogs in their own living room. I'm the instructor. I work the young dog that you saw through the class. We're working our obedience. So starting again on Monday at 7 o'clock, going for 45 minutes, just working obedience as a group, having fun, working obedience, and going from there. If you want to know some of the fun stuff that we're doing too as well, is I am conducting, because I have to get back in shape, because I'm going to force myself to do it. I'm reaching back into my old skills when I was a martial arts instructor, and I'm having a martial arts workout class Tuesdays and Thursdays where Cooper has to work out because I'm hosting this class. So therefore, all these individuals that I know that are bought and paid for it like me can work out with me, and we can all get back in shape together. That's Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 o'clock. Because trust me, it's not going to be a hard workout because I'm out of shape. I have the skill, and we all build together. We're going to go through all the basics of all the belts and put it as a workout, have fun, and get to know each other and sweat together. You better be there, Larry. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. It was a pleasure to meet you. If you have personal questions, you have the phone number. Call me. Do not hesitate. If I don't call, leave a message. I'll call you back. Fielding a lot of phone calls now. Email me the request that you want. We'll get that information out to you. And all the stuff that you need. Expose it to everybody that you know that has a dog. You know, and let everybody enjoy the sport of just having fun with their animals. Thanks for tuning in. Feel free to share all the information. We'll catch you guys the next time, okay? You're welcome.